Giz Whiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Whiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Well, welcome to Giz Fiz PM. Yeah, there we go. Yes, the show that makes you flushed with excitement. And you know, last week George Davis was complaining, why are there no more celebrities of the week? Well, guess what? We have cajoled, we have talked Georgia Dow into being this week's chat room celebrity of the week. Georgia, how are you? Oh my God, Georgia, hang on. We talked you into being. Oh, wait a second, Georgia. This is. We talked you into being chat room celebrity of the week.
Woo!
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
This will be the highlight of your professional life, Georgia.
This is the highlight. I never expected to be here. So thank you.
Okay. I didn't even know if you even know what this is. So it's a silly thing that I used to talk to the chat room, and then we started Skyping in people who always are in the chat room. And then somehow I used to write the match game. We started asking match game questions, and then it evolved into being like a weekly thing for about an hour after the screensavers. So thank you for staying around to be chat room celebrity of the week.
Thank
you. It's very
you.
easy. It's very easy. We have standard questions. The first one, where are you living?
I live in Montreal. Montreal, Canada.
Montreal, okay. And you have kids?
I do. I have two boys.
Two
8
boys.
and 11.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's a lot.
A lot, okay. And pets?
I do. I have a little dog named Mila. She's 3, and she's a Shih Tzu Bichon Frisé. So she's like a Shibu.
A Shibu. Okay. It's easy to say that than all those other names. And then we always ask how you hooked up with Leo, or how you found out about Twit TV or Leo Laporte.
Right. Well, for that one, I was invited on to do a Mac break because they needed someone. So Renee called me up, and I was really sick. And my hair was all like kind of matted, and I hadn't eaten much that day, and I was coughing a lot. And so at first I went, no, because I really am not going to look great, and this is going to be my first introduction. And so I did that, and then afterwards my husband said, maybe you should say yes, and it was like 5 minutes till airtime. And so I went, okay, and I said, okay, I'll do it. And then I went in and I like tried to put makeup on and try, like if you look at it, my first one, it'll be very interesting. It might have been actually a Twit instead of Mac break, but it was one or the other. And so that's how I got to meet Leo.
Oh, okay. And about how long ago was this? Was this a few years ago? Or?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. Though I've watched Leo for long on TV, so that to get to actually be there and be on the other side of the screen was so exciting and exhilarating for me, because I never thought, you always think that it's never going to be you. So I was like, I shouldn't really be here, but I'm happy to be here anyways.
Oh, no, it's great. It's great. I went out to years ago to San Francisco for Good Morning America. And I called and said, can I come by and watch the show? And they said, yeah. And then they called back and they said, do you want to be on the show? And I thought,
wow.
Oh, wow. And so I was on with Leo. They said, bring crazy gadgets from the gourmet show. And we just had a heck of a time. And that's like 11 years ago. So
it's such an exhilarating feeling, isn't it?
He's great fun. He's great fun. He talks at every level. I just love it. If you call in and you go, does my computer have to be on for me to be able to use it? And Leo said, well, you know what you should do is see the little thing that says on, off, or you call in and you go, the gazebo circuit, he knows, or he can talk to you at any level. It's just wonderful.
And make everyone feel comfortable at that level as well, which is so
Yes.
nice. And it
Yes.
seems like it's fresh, and it's like the first time he's ever said it. Like in the way, like, you know, you never think he's
Yes.
probably said this, like been asked this question 1,000 times, but he can say it, so it seems fresh, and the first time he's ever said that. Even with the ad reads, I'm like, that's so impressive. That's what it's worth paying the money for, like, you know, having someone, because it's like fresh and new and seems like the first time you said it. He has a really
Yes.
amazing talent for that.
It's great. It's great. We also ask, what is your favorite gadget? Could be something you use now, or a gadget that you thought this is going to change lives. Anything.
So my favorite gadget right now, which the one that I will go through some withdrawal from, is my HTC Vive, which is a virtual reality video game playing system.
Do you have the replacement in mind?
Well, no, because I wouldn't be able to live without it. Right now, we took it down because I'm here and we're painting, so I had to take out the Vive. But that's the system that I would not want to live without right now would be VR. Gaming in VR is pretty fun, so if you're a gamer, it's an experience you want to try.
Oh, great. Also, watching you, I watched parts of Screensavers. What is the connection between technology and psychotherapy?
Well, I think that the way that we interact with technology really deals a lot with our own psychology to that. Good technology is one that is easy to use, has a great user interface, and can actually deal with issues that we need psychologically, make us feel safe, help us save time, be able to deal with issues that we might have. So great technology is one that helps deal with the issues that we already have with our brain and kind of helps us out with them, like remembering where we have to go, getting us to places, giving us reminders, remembering our phone numbers for us. So I think that a lot of ways we use our technology as kind of an interface between us and the real world. And good tech does that. So I think that there's a lot more involved in psychology and technology than we really understand. There's definitely that intersection where, you know, humanities and tech kind of intersect, and that's where we are.
And when you first started out, what was your goal to be?
Well,
Are you doing exactly what you wanted, or did you start doing? Go ahead.
No, that's a really great question. So when I first started out, I love technology always, but I just planned on being a psychologist. But I actually started off in technology first by doing some podcasts of just women, you know, the view of women with technology, and doing a few reviews on different technology pieces. And I loved that. And I did that while I was going to school. I was a teacher at the time, and I was going to school to be a psychotherapist. And then after a while, it merged, and I spent more time doing psychology. Actually, in the day at time, I'm a psychotherapist. So I'm actually helping people with anxiety and depression. And then at night, I talk about psychology and technology on podcasts and other things. And so it's really interesting, because sometimes people will come in to see me personally for a psychological issue, and they'll be like, oh, wait a second, I know you from this. And then I'll be like, yes. And it's kind of unusual, because I do two things that seem very diametrically opposed, but they're not as diametrically opposed. So I never thought that I would be here today, or get to do Screensavers, or be on Twit, or get to speak with you. This is one of these like magical things that I get to do this as well. I'm really blessed and lucky to be here.
Oh, well, thank you. Now, I have a question. When if I get stuck on a subway train in a tunnel, I start to panic. Is there any tech thing I could have with me that could help?
Well, I don't know if it would be exactly technology. We can use it. In the end, it depends on what the fear is. So for some people, it's the fear of being trapped, being stuck somewhere. And that's a common one for being on a subway and dealing with it. Other people, it's about not having control of the situation to that. And for other people, it might be just, you know, that feeling of I don't have like control of what's happening around me. And so for those things, a lot of times it deals with, you know, changing the way that you think about something. So sometimes I use technology, and I'll say, like, you know, play a game, distract yourself, or use a breathing app to help lower your breathing. If you start breathing from, instead of chest breaths, which is the breathing that we do when we're anxious, but you do belly breathing, then you'll lower your limbic system's need to send adrenaline. What your body's saying is there's danger. And so what you want to do is you want to change what is the nature of danger. Because you really, on the subway system, even if it stopped, you're immensely safe there. And so if you tell yourself, instead of saying, I'm in a dangerous place, and you say, I'm in a safe area, this is okay, I'm actually really protected here, I don't have to worry from anything, you may actually stop the chance of having a panic attack. And other applications can work for distracting you, and for other times I have people journal. So you could write down in your phone or on your laptop, what am I going through? And you can time it. There's a limited amount of time that you could have a panic attack for. Your body kind of runs out of fuel to be able to send out adrenaline. So there's a lot of ways to be able to deal with it. And the best news ever is that this is not something that you have to live with forever. You can actually retrain your brain to not feel fear in situations that you might be fearful of. And that's, I think, really powerful, to be able to know that this is under your control. It just takes a lot of practice, and I go through something we call systematic desensitization, where you might go to a subway and just watch it for a while, and then go on one stop, and then increase the amount of traffic that may be, or people, sometimes people don't like to be in close proximity with other people, and that might make them feel like I'm trapped. And then slowly go to places where it's a little bit more busy and a little bit more busy, along with being positive, doing your breathing, and doing something to distract you, or being with someone that you feel really safe and comfortable with as well, really works well.
That is great. Now, do you do any podcasting with things like what we're talking about?
I used to do more of it. Right now I don't. We do a video series on anxiety-videos.com on it. But I used to do one called Zen in Tech, where we would work through different psychology and technology and ways that you can use depending on what you have, if you have sleep issues or if you're wanting to do meditation and other things. We used to do that, but I don't have one right now that deals with that specifically. I often bring that because that's one of my areas of expertise. So often I bring that to different podcasts. If you don't like psychology, you probably don't want to listen to me on shows, because that's the area that I'll kind of bring up if I think so. But I don't have one specifically anymore that really deals with that, unfortunately, because it's a lot of fun. And I think that it's also really empowering. When you realize the way that your brain works and that you're in control of it and how can you deal with that, it's almost like playing a game of life and you don't know the rules. Once you learn the psychology behind things, it's like playing the game of life and knowing all the rules to the game, and that increases your success in it and also makes you happier through that process.
That's great. I think your voice is great. I think your manner is great. My brain does not like you at this moment because you. My brain is very angry. My brain is saying, "Don't listen, Dick. Don't listen, Dick. I have total control." Yes,
it's true. That is true. I often say to my clients as well. I say, you're not going to like me, because often people say to me, "I'll do it when it feels right," and that's the lie of therapy, is that I'll make it feel right to be able to do it. But the truth is, I'm actually going to have you have the strength to be able to go towards areas that you don't want to go, because if it felt right, you'd already be doing it and we wouldn't be here. And so often we have to be counterintuitive and go towards the things that we're most afraid of. And then like in superhero bad guy or in a horror film, once you take off the mask of your anxiety, it's no longer so scary because you understand it and you also know that you can do it. And that's a really lovely thing to be able to get to. But no, often I get really angry texts from my clients of being like, I had to go and work out or go towards this and I was so scared and upset. And I'm like, that's okay, send me the angry texts, but just keep on doing it so you can get power back in your life.
Wow, this is great. You have a website? I should know this, but I don't. You have your own website?
Yes,
and what is it?
I have one that does the DVDs that we sell. That's anxiety-videos.com. And I'm on Twitter. If anyone has any questions, you can just check out @Georgia_Dow. I couldn't get the Georgia Dow. It was already taken. Someone's squatting on it for years. Hasn't used it in years. Twitter, help me out. But yeah, you can check that out. But I don't have a personal website. I probably should by now, but I don't yet.
No,
I know I deal in technology. I don't have a website.
and I wonder why that is. Is it some sort of fear of?
Probably laziness, I guess.
It's probably
really
more
honest.
time issue, I would think.
And maybe some perfectionism. I'd want it to be a certain amount. Yeah. And then I have to search for all of the time appearances that I'd make. It's just a lot of work to be able to do it.
It is a lot of work. It absolutely is a lot of work. Anyway, I know you probably want to go to dinner. So, Georgia, thank you for being Chat Room Celebrity of the Week. Whoa. And look up at the chat room because they usually say really nice things. And if you know what Mad Magazine is or was,
Yes.
leave
Wow.
Alex a mailing address, and I'll send you a couple copies.
That's awesome. Yes.
And we have, I happen to have a small stash of these Alfred E. Newman pictures that used to be in Mad Magazine but have not been republished in 35 years. So I'll send you one of those.
I would love that. I used to collect all the cards too. So.
Oh, great. Yeah, no. Yeah, give Alex your a mailing address, and I will send it to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on.
What, are you kidding? Thank you so much. This is great. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Excellent. That was really great. Alex, thank you for suggesting that and for setting that up. That was super. Okay, we're going to do We Will All Be Braver Than Ever Now, Osnet. Yes, I think that's true. Also, I thought it was sort of interesting that panic attacks have a limited amount of time. I really don't like being on a train when it stops in the tunnel. It freaks me out. And fortunately, because I pay so much attention to how trains run, subways anyway, I noticed for years now, maybe the past, could be up to 10 years, they let trains wait in the station before they release them if there's another train not at the station that you're going to. They used to just let the trains go out. They used to let traffic just pile up in the tunnel. And almost on every trip, you would be in a tunnel for 3 or 4 minutes. And now it seems that they stay at the station with the doors open, and then when the doors close, the train just goes and goes right up to the next station. So it's very helpful for people like me. Okay, so match game from George Davis. And what's my note here? As a bat, I got your email. And yes, as a bat, I don't think he'll mind saying this. As a bat is blind. And he said, if we do photo captions again, could I just describe briefly or quickly what the picture is? So George sent match game questions this week, but I will do that next time. And chat room, if I forget, anybody in the chat room, just just say, Dick, remember, describe the photo. Okay. And sometimes I'm looking for match game questions here, and I'm looking for different things. And so I don't always see the chat room. So you may have to remind me a few times. Okay, match game from George Davis. Oh, Donald. Dennis, you coming down for match game, or are you sleeping? Dumb Donald's planning a big party, serving steaks and baked potatoes. On the recipe card, it says wash before baking. So Dumb Donald blanked. Dumb Donald's planning a big party, serving steaks and baked potatoes. The recipe card says wash before baking. So Dumb Donald blank. Calling Mr. Wonderland. Took a salt bath, washed the cow. Oh, that's funny. Took a shower, put everything in the dishwasher, took a bath, showered with the vegetables. Oh, hosed down the kitchen, scrubbed them with soap and water, put his feet in the pan, went to the laundromat. I didn't make up one, but I'll make up one now. Dumb Donald was planning a party, serving steaks and baked potatoes. On the recipe card, it said wash before baking. So Dumb Donald Took a bath is my answer. Took a bath. Alex, your answer was?
Sorry, Dick, I missed the question.
Okay. Dumb Donald's playing. Okay.
Turn on the lights.
All right, let me repeat the question before. Dumb Donald's planning a party, serving steaks and baked potatoes. The recipe card says wash before baking. So Dumb Donald, wash the oven. Okay. I'm looking up here, took a bath, took a shower. George's answer was took a shower. So, George, you matched many people in the chat room. I just thought I saw Dennis here. Okay, question 2. Oh, if George Lindbergh lived in southeastern Washington state, his airplane might be called blank. If Charles Lindbergh lived in a southeastern Washington state city, his plane might be called blank. No, I still don't have an answer. If Charles Lindbergh lived in a southeastern Washington state city, his plane might be called blank. A spirit of Starbucks might be called George. Spirit of Seattle. Yeah, I don't know any cities in Southeast Washington either. Pride of Guadalajara. The Spirit of Coffee. Oh my God. I just looked at George's answer. We have an absolute match that I never thought was possible. I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, it's happening again. Spirit of Spokane. Spirit of Seattle. Okay. If Charles Lindbergh lived in a southeastern Washington state city, his airplane might be called Alex. Spirit of Spokane. Okay. Kara. Spirit of. Did she go home already?
I'm too dumb to know what that question meant.
Okay.
Don't know enough about,
George's answer, and there are 3. I see 3 matches. George's answer is the Spirit of Walla Walla. I think Myra had that. I see Slow Mo has that. Someone else had that. Okay, Spirit of Walla Walla. Question 3. When 102-year-old Mr. Kelly, a square dance caller, calls out his instructions for a dance because he's so slow, they had to blank. When 102-year-old Mr. Kelly, a Texas square dance caller, called out instructions for a dance, he's so slow, they have to blank. Okay, I have a Dozy Slow is very funny. Crappy cat. That's a great pun. Dozy do, but they dozy slow. Excellent. Oh, thank you. They have to dance in wheelchairs. Slow dozy do. Dozy not. Dozy and no do. Oh, these are very good. Wheelers walk around. Do see does. Take a shot between calls. Slow the music. Use a very large dance floor. Okay, Alex, 102-year-old Mr. Kelly, the Texas square dance caller, calls out instructions for a dance. He's so slow they have to nap. You and I match. Kara says, start the song over. Okay. And Dennis is going to join us with the next question. Oh, let me see George's answer. 102-year-old Mr. Kelly calls out instructions for a dance is so slow they have to speed the record player from 33 1/3 to 78 RPM. Should be the other way around, shouldn't it, George? He's so slow. Shouldn't they take a 78 and slow it down to 33? Anyway, when Humpty Dumpty, he used to sit on a wall when he knew he wasn't going to fall at all because he designed blank. When Humpty Dumpty, he used to sit on a wall, knew he wasn't going to fall at all because he designed blank. I can make up something. Oh, okay. Seatbelt. That's good. Harness. Casper mattress. Egg crate. Anti-gravity. Wall airbags. Oh, these are good. A wall at ground level. A railing. Unbreakable shell. These are very good. Designed super glue. An Easter basket. A gyroscope for himself. Says as a bat. Memory foam. Anti-gravity boots. These are excellent. Crash mats. Okay, when Humpty Dumpty, who used to sit on a wall, knew he wasn't going to fall at all because he designed blank. Dennis, do you have an answer? Dennis said, oh, Velcro. That's a very good answer. I don't think we got matches. My answer was designed a mattress. Alex, you said Humpty Dumpty wasn't going to fall at all because...
Nobody except for any engineer would understand what this is, but...
Mass-tuned damper. Yeah,
Yep,
people at MIT are just rolling on the floor right now. Harness. Okay.
Simpleton.
Oh, Kara, you matched George, who and several people in the chat room. George's answer, because he designed a very large safety harness. Okay, final question from George. Mr. Nanook, now one of the wealthiest Eskimos in Alaska, after winning the largest lottery, just put a blank in his igloo. Oh, we can shorten this question. Mr. Nanook was the richest Eskimo in Alaska. He had so much money, he put a blank in his igloo. Mr. Nanook, richest Eskimo in Alaska. So rich, he put a blank in his igloo. Another igloo, Apple devices, transmitter, heater, plasma TV, new toilet with a heated seat. Okay. A mansion. All right, we'll go to the Petaluma Brain Trust. Richest Eskimo in Alaska put a blank in his igloo. Kara. Put an igloo in his igloo. You met some people in the chat room. Alex. A walk-in freezer. You match people in the chat room. And Dennis said he put a hot tub in his freezer. Okay, I think you matched a couple people. And George's answer was he put a ski jump. That is one big igloo. He put a GizFiz in his... Okay. You know what? Dr. Mom sent some cartoon questions, but neither Myra or I ever heard of this show. So just answer yes or no. If you know the show, then we'll ask the questions. Dr. Mom said, this week is questions about the classic British marionette show, Thunderbirds. Do you know that, Dennis? No, Dennis doesn't know. The British classic marionette show, Thunderbirds. Oh, my God. Yes, yes, yes. Well, it's right down the middle. All right, we'll do them. Yes, I think it might be a help. We'll get them through them faster. Okay. You know, a British marionette show, I thought it was going to be like guys on a string. Isn't that more like stop animation? But I don't know. Okay. Which Tracy boy was an Olympic athlete, and in what event did he compete? As a bat, there was too much on the screen to describe for this, but maybe you know this show. Which Tracy boy was an Olympic athlete, and in what event did he compete? Dick Tracy bobsled, synchronized swimming. Oh, God, I don't remember backstories. Scott skiing. I have no idea. You have no idea, right? Alex, did you watch any of that video?
No, I nope.
He just put it on, and he and Kara went and got something to drink. Okay, Dr. Mom said it was Gordon Tracy, Olympic medalist in swimming. We did get a lot of swimming. I think a lot of you got the wrong person, but a lot of you got swimming. Webb says, these questions are too tough, Dr. Mom. What was the name brains used in public? I think we're talking about Jamma B now, aren't we? What is the name brains used in public? That's even harder. Name brains use smarty pants? Oh, Four Eyes. And the answer is, well, you were more right at the beginning. Okay. It is a hand because Jerry Anderson felt it would increase the reality of the show, but they did a terrible job matching hands to characters. Often a blonde puppet's human hand would have dark hair. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mom. Nose, wood. Okay. All right, we will do a few match game. And then, did you get my video, Alex?
Yes.
And I put on there who sent that, right? Because I forgot to write it here. When we show the video, if you can just tell me who someone sent in a video, 50 years of CES. And I watched like the first 3 minutes. I think it's 8 minutes. It's kind of fun to see CES. Like started out like with 10 people and a TV set on a table. So we'll do this, and then we'll have the video, the Yearn to Learn Theater, where you'll learn important history. Keith 512 says, now I'm going to need to watch the Thunderbirds. You know what? I think the copyright date was XL, which is what, 60? Is XL 60? 1X. So is that 1969? Yes, CES started in 1967. 1964? Okay. All right.
MCMLXIV. So
IV. Okay. 1964. Perfect. I think we did this in the past, but it doesn't matter because we might get different answers, and I don't remember playing it. Dumb Dora was so dumb. How dumb was she? She covered her ham with blank in order to cure it. Dumb Dora was so dumb. Let me see what you're writing on. Okay. She covered her ham with blank so she could cure it. Let's see. Okay. Bandages. Oh, bandages good is very good. Pepto-Bismol, penicillin, mercurochrome, neosporin, Vicks Vapor Rub, castor oil, Robitussin, a Faraday cage, saltpeter, Vicks Vapor Rub. These are very good. Turtle wax, nah. Penicillin, suntan lotion, Obamacare. Okay, Dumb Dora was so dumb she covered her ham with blank to try and cure it. Dennis says penicillin. Dick D says cough medicine. Alex says, oh, cough syrup, we match. And Kara says Bactine. You met several people in the chat room. Very good. Bum bum. All right, let me just get a different page here. Oh, you know what? If anybody watched the radio spot with Leo, these are timer caps, okay? It's a little hard to see because I have so much lighting here. But so timer cap is a medicine bottle that I guess I showed this to Myra 3 hours and 43 minutes ago. So you put your medicine in here. You're supposed to take it every 4 hours, and you kind of forget when you took your last pill. So you know you have to take it in 4 hours. So it doesn't tell you the time, but it tells you that you took the last one 3 hours and 43 minutes ago. So you open the jar, the bottle, you take your pill, you close the bottle, and you can see it's counting down again. So it was 11 seconds, 13 seconds, since your last pill. So it's an easy way to, unless you write upset. No, you don't have to write anything. The built-in clock just, all it does is resets to 0 when you open it. There's nothing to set. The company said they wanted to make it easy, and they sort of knew it was going to be aimed probably at the older set who take medication, lots of it. So basically, there's nothing to set. The first time you open the cap, the timer starts. Put your medicine in it, close the cap. It starts at 0, counting up. And there's nothing to set. There's no alarm. And it lasts about a year. And it counts up. Lasts about a year, and then you have to throw it out. Nothing is replaceable. Nothing is settable. And on Amazon, you can get a dozen for $50, so it's $4, $4.25 for each one. Okay.
This is the longest preface of a match game question I think we've ever had.
And so, blank. Let's see. No, there's not a question there. Okay. Another Dumb Dora question we may have done, but I like it because it mentions the word train. Dumb Dora was so dumb. How dumb was she? When she got married, she put a blank on her bridal train. What? Oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't look up, but now I have. Track, ticket machine, conductor, observation deck, snow plow. Thomas the Tank Engine, a wide load sign. Okay, Dumbledore was so dumb when she got married, she put a blank on her bridal train. I think we may all have the same answer. Dennis said, a caboose. Well, Dickie D said, oh, what happened to my screen? Dick D said, caboose. And Alex said, caboose. And Kara said, caboose. Okay. Dun, dun. Oh, you know what? Let me just see here if it's still. Has anybody played with the new Skype? Skype updated. And remember, Skype used to have two opposing arrows in the corner, and you would click on that to go full screen. Well, Skype updated 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't find the two arrows. And now there are the three dots with the drop-down menu. Well, one of the options is go full screen, and the other option is switch camera. So I'm wondering if anybody's used this, and does it allow you to have two cameras?
If you have like a tablet that's got a front camera and a rear camera, you can switch between the two.
Oh.
Or if you have a USB camera or two USB cameras plugged in, you could switch between them.
Oh. That would be great. So in other words, I could have this camera and a close-up camera?
Yeah.
And I could do my own switching?
Yep. It's
wow.
It's not seamless. I think it flashes to nothing for a second while it switches, but.
All right. Well, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe. The switch goes to a hidden NSA camera. It's like a TriCaster. You see, you guys wasted, what did you spend, $30,000?
Yeah, all 50,000, 40,000, I don't know, whatever it is.
Yeah. If you had only waited to Skype, and probably if you bought Skype Pro, maybe you could switch to 3 cameras. Okay. All right, we're going to do our video, and then we'll play a little logo. Alex, did you get the name of the guy who sent it to me?
I did. Let's see.
I think it's Roger.
Roger
right?
Miller.
Roger Miller. So we thank Roger Miller for sending this in. 50 years. That was 2017 was 50 years. And we all on our badges. My badge was 20 to 25 years because I think it was my 25th CES. So here's 50 years of CES.
Here's a handy tip. You can get an idea of how CES has evolved by comparing the years and the camera location numbers at the bottom of your screen. Fun fact, CES is the largest trade show in the world, held each year in one of the sections of Las Vegas that was used as a backdrop for the 1971 James Bond movie. Screenshots from the movie will give you a good idea of how far the city has taken the CES venue since the first winter show in 1978.
Oh my God, that was the convention center.
For many visitors, Las Vegas is all about the nightlife. To the rest of us heading over to the convention center, Las Vegas is about CES and the nightlife. Established in 1967 by Jack Wayman, CES is 50 years young, starting mainly with radio and TV displays before introducing such products as the audio cassette, compact disc, and more. Much more. Change is a constant at CES.
Boy, I think I'm in love with your camera. That's a real honey.
Bulky analog products have morphed into smaller, and lighter digital products. Capturing home video of the show has
Remember
gone
that
from
portable
34 pounds on the shoulders
RCA
to less
system?
than 2 pounds in the palms, and even less weight for the smartphone users. In 2017, the most noticeable change was the disappearance of the Riviera Hotel. For many years, the Riviera was the site of the high-end audio exhibits. It was here where some people got their first ever look at CD players, which debuted at $1,000. They also saw $10,000 high-end turntables and speakers. The convention center itself has undergone many changes and expansions over the years, bringing it a long way from its humble beginnings. In the meantime, this attendee has also undergone many changes and expansions of his own. Needing every inch of 50 football fields worth of display space, the show spills out of the convention center next door and onto the other venues connected by the buses. And buses, and buses, and more buses. Have a good day. The allure of CES is felt all around the world, which is why CES is covered by the press from just about every point on the planet. The show attracts the anonymous, the extremely anonymous, along with the better-known technology professionals. It's always interesting to see who else can come across your path. Take it from somebody who absolutely hates crowds. CES could be the only show on the planet where the crowds actually add to the experience rather than take away from it. Visions of the future are everywhere. In recent years, this very same spot showed earlier visions of the future. This entire hall has hosted the future since 1978. A few hundred feet away is a newer hall that showcases the latest technology on the road. In the 1980s, this same hall was an outdoor area that also showcased the latest technology on the road.
Oh, God.
We saw the forerunner of today's satellite TV and more. The presence of automotive technology continues to grow. The self-driving capabilities continue to become more reliable. CES occasionally showcases promising technology made obsolete before it can hit the market. Then there are always the eye-catchers.
Boy, how many brands have come and gone? Oh, that's good for a boat.
So, what did we see in 2017? We saw plenty of discs, and they were all vinyl. TVs were getting better, thinner, and more versatile. Categories not even dreamed of 50 years ago were prominently on display. Canon showed 3D scanning and a camera so sensitive it could capture video using nothing more than starlight.
Dear God, couldn't they get a better
Award-winning
image?
products had a place of their own. There were also products to celebrate a half century.
Oh yeah, they
of
never sent my
CES.
watch back. There's a
After 4 days
14-pound
and nearly
laptop.
40 miles of walking, the next CES seems right around the corner. Please join us.
Roger Miller, that's great. Interesting how many brands that like Sanyo, are they still in business? And Fisher, and that my Data Link watch is in that 50 years of technology exhibit. And I see they didn't even say, do you want to donate it? Or they just kept it. I had it was the world's first smartwatch. It was semi-smart. The Timex and Microsoft worked together on this watch. I don't know if you remember it. You could type out your phone book. You would hold your watch up to your CRT screen, and it would send pulses of light to your watch. And then you would look at your watch, and usually the first 5 times it said could not connect. But then you would keep doing it, and then you would hold it up. And then finally you'd hear a little beep. And then you would look at your watch, and it would say download successful. Of course, it only held 50 phone numbers, including names, 50 names and phone numbers, and that was it. But the neat thing about it was it didn't have real apps, but you could go into the software. It was Timex Microsoft. You could go into the software, and there were about a dozen, I guess you could call them apps, countdown timer, count up timer, a little memo page where you could type a very short memo, like 3 words, and send it to the appointment page on your watch. And then you could also click things you didn't want on your watch. If you only wanted 4 features, you would design the watch the way you wanted, the order that you wanted these things to come up, hold your watch up, and your watch would then be the new way that you just designed. It was $150. It was interesting. And the reason I had one to send them in a box, no less, brand new in a box, because I liked it so much, I bought 2 of them. Oh, well, they're still alive. Mom's Word said it's sanyoav.com. Yes, Timex Sinclair, they I believe, are totally gone. Okay, we have 8 minutes, so we'll do a few logo. Okay, all the answers have a tree in them. Okay. All the answers have a name of a tree in them. The household cleaning product with a distinctive scent. A household cleaning product with a distinctive scent. Pine tar, pine sol. Mrs. Olson. Trump wig. Redwood whisper. Dogwood breath. Skunk tree. Sap scrub. Breath opine. Alex, do you know the answer?
I might.
Okay. You know, right? Okay. Pine tar. All right, Alex, your answer is?
You know that Pine Sol liquid cleans up dirt.
Pine Sol.
You know that Pine Sol cleans up grease.
Pine Sol.
And you know that Pine Sol kills household germs that can cause odors and leaves a fresh, clean scent.
Pine Sol.
But here's one thing about Pine Sol you may not know.
Pine Sol.
Pine Sol stops mold and mildew and their odors.
Pine Sol.
Pine Sol's more than just a cleaner. It's a cleaner disinfectant that cleans, disinfects, and deodorizes.
Pine Sol.
Nice. 25 cents right into the old budget. Excellent. Did you know you can also drink it to hide alcohol breath, says Friendly Manitoba. Radio Rod says, yeah, another quarter. Exactly. Okay. Name the luxury hotel chain. This is going to definitely be harder. Name the luxury hotel chain. And it's also a dessert topping. Remember, trees. Four Seasons, not quite. Shady Tree Inn. No-Tell Motel. La Quinta? Do you have a La Quinta tree in your backyard, Radio Rod? Motel 6 trees? Treehouse Inns. You didn't know, right?
I would say Doubletree.
Oh, okay. Alex, do you know?
Doubletree would be my guess.
Doubletree. Do you have a Doubletree near your new place?
No, they're too ritzy for us.
Oh, okay. What do you have close by? Oh, yes. Dennis reminded me at the Doubletree in Washington, I think, right?
Actually, no, we do have a Doubletree, I think, in Rohnert Park. Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, what are the ones that you can walk to from the new East Side studio?
There's a Motel 6 around the corner.
Oh, okay.
And a Comfort Inn, I think, also around the corner.
Oh, okay. What between the two of them?
Quality here on the east side.
I was going to say, between the two of them, which is the higher quality? Higher quality motel.
There's also just a freeway bridge you can just sleep under, and maybe that.
The Freeway Inn.
You get some fresh air.
Yeah. Do they charge by the hour? Motel 6.1. Oh, Motel 6 will leave the light on for you. Okay. Dennis will know the name of this, but don't say it out loud. An upscale retail store that features contemporary furniture designs and housewares. So I'm not sure they're national. Name the upscale retail store that features contemporary furniture designs and housewares. Mossy Oak, Dollar Tree. Remember, we're still in the trees category here. Supreme Tree, Oaks Are Us. Bed Bug Inn, The Larch. No, maybe Sears and Sapling. Bed Bath and Tree Beyond. Deadwood. Oh, I guess not. Who knew trees had so many uses? Dennis, tell us the answer.
West
West Elm. Did you know that, Alex?
I did not.
Okay, it might be a local. All right, this is our final logo question and a question of the night. The final question of the night. Name the cheese and sausage gift basket retailer. Cheese and sausage gift basket retailer. Oh, come on, guys. No one. The Lodge. Isn't that Monty Python where every once in a while the announcer just says in the Plain Boy, the Lodge. Hickory Farms, Meat Whiz, Manny Moe and Jack, Hickory Farms Basket, Sausage Tree. Did you know that?
I would say Hickory Farms.
Oh, okay. And Alex, you know what it is?
I don't, but I'm making some calls right now.
Oh, okay, great. Stuckey's, no. Tree, remember Tree, Eric Duckman. The Log Barn. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Bed Bath and Bjork. Any luck with an answer, Alex? Log Cabin?
Hickory Farms?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, good, because they answered my calls.
Oh, they did? Oh, great.
Food gift packs are practical gifts. Many contain the world-famous beef stick summer sausage, a delicious selection of tasty cheeses, and other fine specialty foods. They come in all sizes and all price ranges. Take your food gift packs with you, or Hickory Farms will mail, guaranteeing delivery. This Christmas, make them smile with food gift packs from Hickory Farms.
Hickory Farms. Are they still around? I don't know. I guess Harry and David is, but there's no tree there. They are kings of piling things, so when you open the gift basket, you go, whoa! And then you realize it's like 4 items packed in tons and tons of plastic and every kind of device underneath to push it up so it looks like there's a lot in the... I cannot eat beef summer sausage anymore. There's too much lard. Okay, we are going to end. Whoa, this is great. And thanks for lining Georgia up. She was really great. That was super fun. All right, this has been Match Game. This has been Giz Fiz P. Oh, Charlie. Okay, hang on. We have a 30-second delay here while Dennis runs up and gets Charlie. And looking at things on my desk here. Who knows what this is? Who knows what that is?
Medieval
he's here
device.
already. Say again?
Medieval torture device.
That almost looks like one. Where can we send links to videos? Mail. Oh, Charlie, Charlie, look over your shoulder. Look at your audience, Charlie. Da, da, da. Charlie. Oh, Charlie. Oh. Oh. Okay. If you GizWiz videos for the show is mail at GizWiz.tv. Mail at GizWiz.tv. Okay, this has been GizFiz PM. GizFiz PM is a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Kara Cole, Alex Gumpel, Drew Nelson, Myra Joyce, Bill in Milwaukee, Dr. Mom, Hawks Post, Stooge, Logan 5, Slow-Mo, Travis, MC, Nuke Yellow, Subaru Production. Brought to you by Turtle Wax. Remember, it's a floor cleaner and it's a spine relaxer. Till next week, Dick DeBartolo, Man's Menace Writer, and the GizFiz. Bye!
Thanks, Dick. See you next week.
Yep, next week. Perfect. That was great, Alex. Thank you.
No problem. Take care.